Welcome back to the Lap by Lap podcast. I'm your host, Ethan White, Research and Sustainability Engineer for Ecolyte. So we're gonna be doing the pre-race for the Chinese Grand Prix, but first you'd like to hear about the progress of Ecolyte from project manager Sofia.
Hi, my name is Sofio Riggio. I'm Project Management Engineer for Ecolyte, and today I'm going to be giving you a little update on Ecolyte and the World Finals. So, for project management, we've been working on the PM portfolio as well as documents, and I've been liaising with Grace for marketing events. For Grace, apart from marketing events, she's been working on amazing content for YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and you can follow us at Ecolyte_UAE. As for Hazen, Ethan, and Andreas, they've been working simultaneously to make sure the car is perfect. Hazen has been working on actually creating the car, making sure everything is implemented. As for Ethyn, who takes care of this podcast and also contributes to the car, as well as introducing great sustainable initiatives. Andreas, who quality assures every department and makes sure that everything is perfect and on the highest part of the scorecard. As for World Finals, we still don't know where we're going, or we don't even have the competition regulations, but we're eagerly awaiting. Now I'll hand it back off to Ethan.
Thank you, Sofia, for the update. Now let's get back to our review. So the Chinese Grand Prix is a Grand Prix that we haven't seen in quite a while. It was last hosted in 2019, so this is more now 5 years ago. Lewis Hamilton has the most wins with six, and Mercedes has the most constructors wins at the track with six. This was Mercedes' first pole position from the return to F1 back in 2012 with Nico Rosberg. The track is about 5.4 kilometers and it's about 56 laps. Before I continue, let's take a moment to recognize our academic sponsors. RRT and Harriet Watt serve as a trusted partner, providing support across all areas of our team. Their expertise and guidance help us navigate challenges and achieve success in all our endeavors. To learn more about our academic partners and their offering, visit the Ecolyte website. So, as I mentioned before, the last race was in 2019. Lewis Hamilton won it. Just some highlights from that race. You had Kvyat and he had a bit of a clash with the McLarens, which led to I think it was Lando DNFing. Then you have 2018 where Max dive bombed Seb in the hairpin, leading him to spin out. Ricardo dive bombing, I think it was Valtteri Bottas. This led to him getting a win. And it was like 2016 where Kvyat it was 2016 when Kvyat uh, went into the inside of Sebastian Vettel and Kimi Raikkonen, which led to him getting the nickname Torpedo, which kind of stuck with him, which ultimately kind of led to his downfall because later on in that season he crashed with Sebastian in Sochi, Russia, in the Grand Prix. So this led to him getting demoted and led to the youngster Max Verstappen being promoted into his seat. So from this weekend, I don't really want much to expect. It's obviously a sprint weekend, so Friday is going to be FP1 and a sprint qualifying. Saturday is going to be sprint race and then main qualifying for the main race, and then Sunday is going to be main race. So I don't think this is the weekend to have a sprint, just due to the fact that you have some drivers that have never driven China before. So I'm mainly looking at the more recent drivers. So we're looking at like Yuki Tsunoda, Logan Sargent, Oscar Piastri. So there's many of them that haven't had the opportunity to drive it. So this would all be simulator work, but even then, simulator isn't 100% accurate. So I feel like it's a lot of pressure because you have that FP1 where you're probably going to be out and where all the new drivers are going to be out trying to learn the track as best as possible and trying to fine tune the setup. Which, if you think about it, like if you look at Japan last race, you had 3 sessions to do that, and which just makes it even more difficult. And then adding on top, I mean, the sprints I guess could be a bit of a practice session with them, just more of an aggressive term of racing. Obviously, with the sprint, it's a shortened down version of the race where you just put on one set of tires, so mediums or softs, and you just complete the race. So it would be interesting just to see how that goes. I mean, from what I've heard from the prediction side, I mean, it sounds like the McLarens might struggle just due to the medium to high downforce corners, but we never know. Maybe they can bring any upgrades. Maybe even Alpine. Alpine's still on the back foot. I saw statistics the other day saying Pierre Gasly has zero overtakes this season, zero confirmed overtakes, which is quite shocking to think that we're like in the, I think it's like the fifth round of the season so far, and if he has no like zero confirmed overtakes, I mean it's a pretty shocking statistic to have so far into the season already. And there's definitely a lot of questions about Carlos Sainz at the moment because obviously him being replaced by Lewis Hamilton's left a big question mark on his career as of if and where he's going to go. Um, there's mainly like been a lot of questions about if Audi's going to do it. Like, and as I've heard, I mean, apparently Red Bull has approached him to try replace Sergio Perez with Carlos Sainz. However, Carlos has apparently spoken to Audi, and Audi has given quite a good deal, which Red Bull cannot replicate or better. So at the moment, I think he'll be going to Audi for 2025. But I think it's quite a risky project for Carlos just to be going to Audi because Audi it's gonna be their first season. Obviously, they have bought over Stake, or if you like to remember them as Sauber or Alfa Romeo. However, I don't see this. I think it's a very risky opportunity because Audi's engine's only going to be coming into play in 2026 with the new regulations. So I think they might be. It's a weird because I don't know what engine they're going to be using because they could be using Ferrari, they could be using Honda, or they're going to Mercedes. I would assume Mercedes because it's just German power. So I would assume that they'll stick with the roots of just German engineering. That's it from me, guys. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great day.